Finally, the missing piece of the puzzle came in. We are driving this thing today. Finally, we got what we needed. I swear, watch these still somehow be wrong. Please. Yes, okay. See, that is extended. That is the extra length that we need. In the last video, we got the car pretty much completely buttoned up and ready to go, except for those tie rods. So now, those extended inners are literally the last thing left that we have to do today before we can actually drive this car. You can also see that I actually ordered the right thing this time, and I actually got what I ordered. I don't know how I made the mistake. I talked about that a couple of videos ago. You can see the rack spacer and the ones that I bought were separate, and then obviously the biggest thing is that I didn't even buy extended inners somehow. So these Part Shop Max ones, you can see the rack spacer is actually built in, like it's one piece, and then most importantly, they're actually longer, which is the whole purpose of extended inners. Very simply, we just slap these on there. Actually, I'm gonna throw some Loctite on there. I don't actually know if you need it, but we're just gonna use some. And now, in we go. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's on there. And same exact thing over here. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're good. And then before I forget, because I know I will, we're gonna get our boots back on. Oh yeah. Sometimes getting it over this little thing is such a pain. There it goes. Okay, so we got the inners on, we got the boots on, and now it's just a matter of tossing the outers into the knuckles there, and then we have steering. Because in theory now, yeah, it'll actually there's actually threads to reach now, because there was not before. There we go, look at that. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm doing my best just to do like an eyeball alignment. I'm trailering the car to get an actual alignment in a minute here. But I would say that looks okay. I mean, it really does gotta get on a trailer. Outers are on though. I'm gonna go ahead and just hand tighten this for now. Something like that. Boom, you know what? I'm gonna do a little more than a hand tighten. Just because, I mean, maybe we take it down the road real quick. All right, so I think that everything's good. And we have touchdown. Also, you may notice that we have brake fluid and we have fluid in there. I went ahead and bled the brakes with my homie Doug, bled the clutch, so that is all good. Now, let's go ahead and torque those lugs. Right, we need the car to not roll. We desperately need spacers for the rear. Look at that fitment. Perfect. Okay, I think it's time. The biggest thing we still gotta worry about is the intake fitment, because the hood really doesn't like to close the way the intake is sitting right now. I really want to get an alignment on this thing, and my alignment guy's free today. Here we go. Pedals feel good. I have a clutch. I have brakes. Everything feels great. We have gears now, so let's make sure we're in neutral. Let this warm up for a bit. I'm gonna see if we can get this hood closed. Okay, it's closed. You can see just how much it's hitting the that intake though, because it's fully lifting it up on that side. But it's temporary, obviously. And now it's time to clear the way. Okay, it's time. Actually, do you guys hear that? That little ticking? I know exactly what that is. it pushed the intake, and now the fan is hitting that shroud. See how angled the intake is? I want it to be like parallel to the radiator and the fan shroud. The issue we're running into is that little nipple that is capped is already like pushing on the boot here. This intake needs work. Like I gotta go through and weld the holes that are just taped right now. But I think in the meantime, if I just hack that nipple off and just shove the intake in the boot more, that should scoot the whole thing in. No more nub. And then that's gonna be in the boot, so I don't even think I need to like plug that or anything. Let's see if this sits any better. Oh yeah. Way better. Okay. It's not perfectly parallel now, but you can see how much better that is, because now it fits in that channel behind the shroud, so I don't think it'll push on it, but there's only one way to find out. Oh, also I had to address this because someone's gonna call me out. I zip tied the radiator. That is very temporary, okay? I have to get these broken bolts out so I can make some straps to actually hold the radiator back, but that's just so when I'm driving it doesn't push forward and hit the shroud. Let's fire up! Way better. Now if we listen, there is not that sound. It is rattling because I have, I put solid engine mounts, which just makes everything rattle and it's a lot noisier, but you're not hearing the fan hitting the shroud anymore. I don't even know if my transmission works. I haven't even tried going through gears yet. I'm gonna see if I can pull it out. I think I forgot power steering fluid because I have no power steering. There you are. Yeah, I had forgot to fill that up at all. That was completely empty. There you go. There we go. Oh yeah, you can hear the pump. That was the rest of my fluid, so I think I gotta get a little bit more, but we can probably drive it a little bit. Okay, well again, but we don't have an alignment right now. Nothing there is tight enough to trust, because when we get the alignment, he's gonna adjust all of that. And you can hear how loud the power steering pump is. I need more ATF badly. Not to mention I don't have any paperwork or plates for this car. We're driving! Oh my god, it's so loud! No way. I'm driving the car. I built the car and I'm driving the car. No way. Okay. The alignment doesn't feel terrible. The wheel's a little bit off. I mean, it needs an alignment, obviously. Oh, we're driving! I can't push it in the car yet because we have like 1,000 break-in miles. I'm not supposed to let the RPMs get very high. I'm supposed to vary the RPM. So like if I'm on the freeway, I don't want the RPM sitting at like 4,500 for an extended period of time. I'm supposed to vary the RPMs to make sure that nothing glazes over in there. She shifts, she drives, the wheel's very crooked. RPM's low. Wow, we're driving it. All right, I should probably go home now. I need to turn around. I don't really know if I have blinkers, to be honest. Feels great, dude. I'm tripping out, to be honest. I'm like really tripping out. All right, let's get this thing loaded up onto the trailer. See if reverse works. Reverse works. We drove the car. You did good. All right, let's go load up the trailer, load this thing on, and go get an alignment, go get ATF, and then figure out how I'm going to drive this thing 1,000 miles to properly break in the engine when I don't have any paperwork for the car. Well, I'll explain that later. All right, we're good. Oh wait, I need my ramps. Even with my mega extendo ramps, I think we're still gonna have to pull the front bumper off. I'll probably just leave the bumper off because we still have to make the bash bar, the bumper support, all that. I don't really want it just relying on these two tabs anyway. It's only a matter of time until those snap off. I don't know why I use a hand ratchet for everything when I have multiple impacts thanks to Harbor Freight. I just like choose to live on hard mode. And we are free. Okay, come on. Hey, the door opens too. It doesn't fit in my S14. The S14's too low for the trailer, so when I open it, it hits right there. But we got clearance on the 13. And just like that, the prophecy is fulfilled. We are towing a 240 again. Triple check that everything is nice and tight. Cool, yeah. Okay, we are good to go. Got our ramp strapped in. Oh, yes. I love it. All right, it's like an hour drive each way. Let's get it. Cool. All right, we are pulling up. Look at her, out in the real world, parked in a real parking spot. Ooh, now that's a car. It's her time to shine. Got that S14 out and she's coming in. Actually, that's my first time hearing the car from the third person. Like I'm always just ever sitting in it. Also, this is the homie Justin. I forget if we're doing a social media hello now.
Oh, yes, that's fine.
I think I've introduced you on the channel before. Yeah, but alignment master. I was hoping to a lot of the fine tuning, like the ride height, all of those little details. I was hoping to get to myself, but time was ticking, and he had availability today, so I didn't even set the height. Justin's gonna be helping me with getting the height dialed, and then he also just pointed out that I did a little whoopsie. Apparently the upper control arms are flip-flopped, which I did not know they were directional. He's swapping those out for me because now they're gonna be dropping the rear of the car. He said that it was gonna hit. Justin was saying, I guess it's kind of hard to see on camera, but when they were flip-flopped, this arch was way higher up. And then what, you're running into clearance issues with the coil?
So
or
sometimes it'll hit the collars up here, but really right here. If the car's slammed like really low,
right,
the arm will actually hit the frame.
Okay,
I've seen
yeah,
it where it actually bends the joint,
right,
bends the arm, but
yeah, I see how much lower that seats now. Yeah. So
same thing happens down here sometimes, like with the tail arm. People will like start digging into this when the car's really slammed, so that's why they'll make the curved arm a high tail arm.
Learn something new every day. It feels weird having someone else work on my car all of a sudden.
Yeah, right?
This has been like my life for the past 3 months now. Yeah. I like it way better when someone else does it. No. I like working on it. See how she's sitting?
It's always impressive picking up a gram light.
Right.
Like, oh, this isn't even that bad.
Yeah, they could be really cool depending on what color I go with the car.
Right. Alright, let's see where we're at. It's gonna be not low enough. You see it didn't even move?
Yeah, huh. And that's just the coils, they don't have that much movement?
Yeah. It'll probably move a little bit as I drop this side.
Right.
Not much.
Oh, I mean, it did,
Got like a good inch out of it.
yeah. I need spacers so bad. Yeah, no, I don't hate that.
I think if it was out here, like we're trying to go for this line
Right.
you're pretty much there. We'll just see if it's even. Maybe stop there.
Yeah, I'm down.
So I would say like to the edge of this is probably like 1 3/4.
Okay.
And then you'll see over here it's probably at least 2 inches.
And that's it, they're always different?
Yeah, the right side is always like you might say for sure 2 inches.
Yeah, wow.
So
That's bizarre.
yeah, 1/4 inch. So you're talking like what 7 millimeter.
Yeah.
Something like that. When you have the car fully dialed exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
Right height, spacers, whatever. Corner balance it.
What, do what?
Do a corner balance.
What is that?
So corner balance will get the cross weight of the car, no matter how the right height flips side to side or forward to backwards, you can get a 50-50 weight balance, basically right in the center of the car, right?
Oh.
So 240s are already super close to 50-50, but you'd be surprised what getting the side to side weights.
Interesting.
Cross weight, yeah. Usually front to back, unless someone has the car super rigged.
Right.
Front to back is usually pretty close, 45-48%.
Okay.
So getting the cross weight dialed can really makes the car feel exactly the same both directions.
Gotcha.
Or you might notice that sometimes where you're like, oh, the car feels a little bit more crisp to the left than the right.
Yeah, I did not know that was like a difference you can feel.
Yeah, even though all the settings are the same, caster, camber, toe, all that stuff's even, fresh alignment, sometimes it feels a little bit better than the left and the right. And corner balance plays a huge part in that.
Okay.
So this one's like 2.5, the other side's 2 3/4. I do feel, and this one's a little bit more flush.
Right.
So I feel like this side's probably just a hair lower.
Okay.
So maybe drop that side a couple turns and
Cool.
call it.
Sounds good. Now we're dropping the front. All the spider webs.
Yeah.
This car hasn't driven in a while.
That's a 50 mil spacer?
Honestly, I don't know. It came with the car. Yeah, it's a big boy in there. Alright, we've settled on this height. That's what we got in the rear. That's the front. We still have all the clearance we need. It already looks better. And then once we add the spacers there, it'll make a world of difference. And then I can probably do a bigger tire in the front too. All right, alignment time.
Alignment time. We made it.
We made it. How are we looking? What are we thinking?
All right, not too bad. So the rear, we're gonna try to just run like negative ½ degree camber, just because it's a KA car. I think the cars feel a little bit better. Tire should still wear really good.
Okay.
So like negative ½ degree, and then we'll do minimal toe in since you got a 200 treadwear 651 back there, like a 0.08, 0.12.
Okay.
1/8 inch total toe in max on this car. The front needs some love.
Yeah, it does.
Caster's funky. It's got a B knuckle, so we'll try to run 6.5, 7 on caster. Try to get a little bit more camber. Even 4.5 would be fine, but like 5, 6 would be better.
Okay.
And then a little bit of toe out. We'll run like maybe a negative 0.15, negative 0.2, front toe out. That's a little over like an 1/8 inch total toe out.
Gotcha.
That should feel really good.
Sick.
But yeah, need some more.
Cool, let's do it. Alignment stuff, like all of that is still like foreign to me. Like I'm just finally beginning to understand it. Cause I've been going to Justin with the S14 since I got the S14. But still like looking at those numbers and hearing him say it, it's like, he knows what's best for my car, I don't. So I'm kind of, I don't want to say following him blindly. I'm kind of following him blindly.
Only 6.5 on.
So the front is around 6.5, which is the goal. The sun is setting. Hey look, that's my name. That's a wrap. Taking everything off. Quick little test drive possible. I don't even know about headlights. I think I might have headlights. We'll see. I'm excited to feel it. Down she goes. The sun is also down. Let's see if I have headlights. Oh, look at that. I got headlights.
All right.
Is it just straight back?
Yeah.
I have a call. You probably can't see anything on the camera. There we go. I want to let her eat so bad, and I can't because I got my braking miles. Alignment feels great though. It's so loud, bro. It's so obnoxious. Yeah, look at the wheel. The wheel's straight.
Driving straight.
Yeah, everything feels great, dude. I'm super hyped on this.
Turn your headlights off. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there. Oh.
I forgot we lowered the car, so now I gotta climb through the window. I literally earlier in the video I'm like, look, the car, I don't have to climb out the window because I can actually open the door. Get a drift car, they said.
This is the weirdest way to get out through the window. Why'd you?
Oh. All right, I'm gonna load this thing up and I'm gonna see you guys back at the house. Good morning, party people. Look at this view that I came down here. We got the S13 just perched up in front. Oh, it feels so good to have this thing be in a car. I really gotta A, I gotta get spacers for the rear. B, I gotta put the side skirts on. C, I gotta make a bash bar and bumper support so I can put the bumper on. One step at a time. We got this thing driving. That is the #1 priority, and now the next step is making it look less like a dumpster fire. It may be a dumpster fire now, but it's my dumpster fire. Oh, God, I forget that I have a quick release wheel. I gotta start releasing it so I can get in easier. Damn, dogs out and all. Good morning, baby. Now we have the, what's the word for it? Issue or the factor? We have the driving factor, the break-in mile factor. 387K on the dash is crazy. God, getting out of that thing is a task. I have heard mixed things about break-in miles because it's a pretty much a brand new engine. We got new bearings, we got new rings, everything has to seat properly. I think the correct way to do it, like by the books, is I believe 500 miles to first oil change and then do another oil change at 1,000 miles. Try not to get it above, 4,000, 4,500 RPM. Don't go full throttle. Engine braking helps a lot. Like if you're in 5th gear, downshift to 4th on the freeway and let the car slow itself down. Varying the RPMs. Some people will just do a couple heat cycles and then change the oil and then change the oil again at 500 and then again at 1,000. I was talking to Justin yesterday and he recommended, because I just used normal engine oil. I think there's like special oil you can use for like a brand new engine. I just use regular oil. He suggested around like 150, 200 miles first oil change, and that's to flush out the assembly lube that we used when we built the engine to put the bearings in and everything. 150, 200 miles first oil change, and then probably another 350, 400 miles of what I mentioned earlier, varying the RPMs, not getting the RPMs too high, just kind of, I don't want to say babying the engine. I guess kind of babying the engine, just making sure everything seats properly. Enough talking to this camera, I want to go drive. Let's talk about the legality of driving this car. I know I mentioned earlier that I don't have paperwork or plates or anything. I have lien paperwork, so I have paperwork. The guy I bought it from lost the title, which, when you're buying old 240s, you hear all sorts of things of like, oh, I lost the title, I'll mail it to you, I'll do this, I'll do that. And a lot of the time you take it all with a grain of salt and kind of accept that you're getting a car with no paperwork, you know what I mean? I got the car for a good enough deal, like cheap enough that I was willing to jump through the loopholes required of not having a pink slip, but the seller, the guy that I bought the car from, seemed legit. He seemed like a great guy. He told me he was gonna mail me over the lien paperwork, which I sort of doubted it. But sure enough, like 4 days after I towed the car home, he mailed me the lien paperwork, signed and dated by him. I forget if it needed a notary or something, but like everything that I needed, he actually sent me. Now where I screwed up, which I did screw up, I totally forgot to handle all of the paperwork side of things while I was building the engine, which is what I should have done. I've had 3 months to handle this and I totally spaced on it. I was able to find, there was a license plate in the trunk that I found. It has 2022 tags on it. I just zip tied it to the back bumper. I'm kind of hoping that that's better than no plates. If I get pulled over, I'm gonna be literally just as honest as I can possibly be and be like, hey, I bought this car spent the last 3 months building the engine. This is my, this is my first time driving the car since I did that. It's a track car, I'm gonna be taking it to the track, blah, 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 like pretty much the truth. Where things get a little interesting is I got invited to drive AVS, Apple Valley Speedway, or Grange, whatever you want to call it. The same track that we took Gabe's G to, what, a couple weeks ago, a month ago? The whole purpose of this car is to be the seat time car. Like, this is the car I want to take to tracks like that where there's a higher risk of crashing, you know what I mean? The problem is, that's in 8 days. Literally 1 day over a week away. The issue, as you can imagine, is that 1,000-mile break-in period that we were talking about to seat the rings and everything with the new engine. That means I have 8 days to drive roughly 1,000 miles on a car that's not in my name with expired tags that have been expired for what, 4 years? Not to mention, not even on the legal side of it, but like, I don't know if what I built is capable of driving a track yet. This is my first time driving the car, damn near. A lot of variables in play here, but I can say that we have a goal, a very ambitious goal. Oh my god. Not to mention, this thing is so absurdly loud, I'm asking to get pulled over. Our goal is to take this car to Apple Valley Speedway May 10th. That means we can't get pulled over, we can't get the car impounded, we have to properly break in the engine, and the car has to actually hold up. The car has to make it that far. That's where we stand as of now. That's our very ambitious goal. I'm gonna take our victory for now though. The car very well could blow up in the next 24 hours, but as of now, I am content with how everything's been. I built my first engine with 0 experience. I'm currently sitting driving that engine right now. This has been a hell of a journey. This is just the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and slap the 360 camera up on the back windshield and just get some driving shots. I got a whole lot of driving ahead of me. Oh, dude, if that's not a success, I don't know what is, man. I said this last video too, but we're still not in the clear, but with every episode, every step we take, we're getting closer and closer. I'll consider us in the clear at our first oil change if the oil looks okay. We don't have any metal shards or anything alarming. Then we can pat ourselves in the back and I can confidently say that I did it, or we did it. For my first time ever building an engine, the fact that I could drive it, period, we drove what, like 15 miles today? That is a success in my, success. Why'd I say it like that? That's a success in my book, dude. 8 days until our first track day, if all goes well. If we can make it through the track day, that is a success. I'm just gonna do everything I can to get some hours on this engine, break it in correctly, and then go drive. I'll do my best not to make this too sappy, although I really want to. I can't say thank you guys enough, dude. I read all the comments here and like 99.999% of them are so unbelievably positive and uplifting, and it feels really good. You guys made this experience and this project really enjoyable, and for that I want to thank you. And not even just enjoyable, but like you guys helped me. Like there was advice in the comments that I followed that helped me. That's why I keep saying like we did this. This was our project together. And like I keep saying, like this is just the beginning. Then we have the cosmetics, which this car needs a lot of. And then we have the Corvette. This really is just the beginning for this channel, and this project inspired me and motivated me so much. Thank you to everyone that followed along, whether you came from my other YouTube channel or whether you found me organically through the algorithm. The growth here has been unbelievable and insanely positive, and I just want to say thank you. Like I keep saying, this is just the beginning. So catch you guys next video. Appreciate you all. Peace out.